Hey y'all, this is Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike and I do bees. Thanks for joining me once again during my 2020 beekeeping season, where I take you all the way from winter through to the next fall here in southeast Louisiana in my little beekeeping operations I have. And remember, this is not a how-to video. It's just me logging my season for those who are interested in watching. And if you pick up any tips and tricks, wonderful. If you have any for me, leave them in the comments. So I was doing a little editing on the video I had just put up, or I might put this up first, I'm not sure. It was the video where I was doing my splits, my vertical splits. I split 3 hives. While I was doing that, I had some different clips. I didn't realize I had videoed them fully through, but I had videoed a couple different miscellaneous things I'd done, and I didn't want to include them in that one because it was so long. So I decided to put them together because, again, it's part of my beekeeping season. It's something I do. So I want to go ahead and put that in there. But basically what it is one is an inspection on a 5-frame nuke that you and we went through a week or so ago. And it was the videos where I went through my nukes and my singles to check their health, to check their size, and see where they stood. And this was a 5-frame nuke that had a virgin queen in it. I found a super seedure cell that was almost torn down, and a brand new little short squatty queen, and there were no eggs. So she's a virgin queen. She hadn't gotten out on a mating flight, and from what I understand, they're only good for a few weeks, and then they're not effective queens if they don't get mated within those certain amount of weeks. And she's been in there. She's been in there a while now, I would think. But I'm giving her another week or so, and we're going to take a look at that one real quick. Basically, if I need a queen, I'll hopefully get some cells off of those splits I did. But I'm going to go ahead and show you that one where I inspect to see if she's laying. And then I go through another hive where I had to add a second deep. It was a hive that I went through during my singles and nuke inspections, and it turns out they were packed to the brim in that single deep. And then I'm going to take you through a third one where we take a look and see, do we need to add a second box or not? That was my question. So anyway, going to put those clips right behind this, and hope you enjoy them, and it should be a quick one. So here we go. Alright guys, we're back at this hive that had the virgin queen in it. I want to take a look just to be sure, see if she got out this week on them couple good days we had. Which I don't even think she'd be laying this quick, but I'm going to check anyway. Look at the beetles, goodness. But they're controlling them. That's good. Alright, I'm going to show you what we got. We got no food. See how calm they are. They're acting as if though everything's fine, so they're happy with her. There she is right there. She's still short and squat. So I think we're still in the same predicament we were. And I probably couldn't hold her in a queen cage. She can get right out. She's the size of a worker. She's the size of a worker. But she's on this frame, so let's just take a look. Who knows? They normally are all over this pen light. I doubt them. She's not laying anything yet. So there's the option 2. We'll let her go, and if she doesn't begin to lay any eggs, we'll see if this other hive makes some queen cells next week. I'll replace her. Give her another week or 2. There she goes. She's just a little itty bitty thing. Yeah, she's back. see what happens. This hive doesn't have any food. It's got some nectar in it, but and they're not small. But anything we can do with them. Let's see what's in this frame here. Yeah, it's bone dry. It's a wire wax foundation. I used to use a lot of it. I like this stuff, but it's not as convenient as this plastic. There's a little bit of honey in there. Let's see what this one's, what's this one hold? I think it's got a little bit, yeah. And they're eating on it. They're cleaning it out. See it? That's all they got. We're gonna wait till a nice day to maybe put some honey in here. I might even put a feeder jar on them since it's so warm. Matter of fact, that's probably what I'll do. I'm just gonna feed them with sugar water, sugar syrup, as they call it. All right. That's a situation. All right, let's move on. All right, here we are. I got me a box. I gotta hurry up because there's a little bit of residual honey in some of the frames. I took out the freezer and there's already visiting bees. Look at the bees. That's a good sign. Still got a good box. So what we're doing with this one, you and I, that is, what I'm doing is this box, chocolate block full when I looked at it, with brood and bees and everything else. And I'm gonna give them some space because she's already making drone brood. Ooh, look at the beetles. Goodness, goodness. These inner covers are bad about that. Of course, I guess you could say the same for migratory when you pull them up. They definitely got a place to hide in these things. That's why there's so many bees up here. It's like that game where you hit the little animal that pops up back at the Chuck E. Cheese. Now, I like the older type of hive tools for smashing beetles. More accurate. But this one does. I got used to it. I just accidentally get many more bees with this one. All right. So there you go. Look at that thing. I'm not going to go through it. But I mean, it's got plenty of weight. It's textbook. If I was to do a reversal, it's heavy in the bottom now with bees in the bottom. Yeah, that's a good looking hive. So what we're gonna do, got me a box to put on here. Give them some room, and it's early to give them room. You know, I don't know that these bees are gonna swarm this early. I just don't know that they are, but I don't know. Why not give them room if we got the weather? So what I got in here, now, I had to put foundation in a couple of them, but I tried to make sure I got drawn and another foundation, and then that's drawn. And oh, I'm sorry. All right, had to move. Have to move you guys up. So let me show you what I got in here. I got foundation. Okay. Sorry for the shaky video. I'm trying to do this one-handed now. Because I don't have a hive next to this one. I've got a drawn. I got a foundation, then I've got drawn with a little bit of honey. They're already getting on it. And some old brood that was frozen. They'll pull that out and clean it up. Another drawn one. Here's a nice clean drawn one. Look, they're all over it already. This one's not so nice, but I'll do it that way. And I gave them some more foundation. The problem with foundation, if this was spring, none of this would be a problem. The problem with foundation now is there's not a heavy nectar flow. They probably won't draw it out. But I don't have a ton of drawn comb. Again, that's something I haven't went into online yet. I used to have plenty, but I don't. So I'm gonna have to do what I have to do. I could pull it out and re-wax it another time, put some drawn in there later. We'll see. Let's see what they do first. Again, I was saying I don't think they're gonna swarm necessarily. I mean, I don't think we're at the swarming stage, maybe for another week or two. But I'm gonna go ahead and give them the space anyway. Just keep an eye on them. We don't have a ton of cold weather coming through, and even if we do, it's not going to be more than a day or two, because the next 10 days is all warm, and then we've only got about 10 days left in the month. And we normally split in March anyway. So let's see what happens with them. Let's see. These bees are much calmer. Okay. I'm gonna leave them alone. We're gonna be done. I'm gonna go check my checklist real quick and see what else I got left I want to do, and then gonna be done for the day. Alright folks, here's a hive I had on my checklist to check to see if they were ready for a deep. So what I do, first thing I want to see is how many frames do they have full of bees. Because remember, they have to guard this new territory from beetles. That's got some there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames. You're right at the edge of putting a hive body on there. So what I will do real quick is this. Sit y'all down for a second. We went through this hive together the other day. Let's put them down in there a little bit. But I'm going to go through and double check for my own peace of mind. I have to pull that out because remember I said I like those, but you got to be careful with those. So I want to take this box. It's heavy too. It's got plenty of food. I want to lift it up. Oh, come on. Rock it up on its edge. See what we got. That's a good brood nest. We got. So let's look at there's the cluster. That's the brood nest pretty much. So if you look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, really 6 frames. They can go another day. It's just a little bit of smoke to move them. In the spring is how you can look for queen cells. That's how I do it. So they're looking fine. They got plenty of food. I'm gonna wait. One of the things I don't want to do with all this that I'm doing is get too far ahead of myself. First of all, it's not good for the bees. Second, I don't want to be so busy in April chasing swarms because I split so early and started adding boxes and grew them up too fast. I do want them to grow at their pace. They know what they're doing. So if we've got another 10 days I said of warm, let's see what the cold snaps are going to do and let's go from there. But I'm going to leave this hive a little bit longer because I'm looking at it and it's heavy, so that's probably honey and that's honey. So the brood nest is still small. They could stand another box, yes. The other one was about like this, but it was a little more full. Let's put them back together. And that is one of the reasons that the beetle traps aren't that great. There's one downfall of them, but for me, I got the time to take them out. I feel like the reward outweighs that. So I'm going to make a note on that hive that let's give it just another couple weeks. This nucleus con, I did want to double check it because it was growing so much. It's solid. Solid. Get out of there, bee. They're trying to watch. Do I have to give y'all some more smoke? Let me give y'all some more smoke. So if you look, full out to here, they're squished in there. So this particular nucleus box is the decoats box. and it's a solid one. It's got bottoms. It's all nailed together complete. The problem is the way these work. These chocks on the end, they close in so you have a frame. Well, normal nukes like I built the other day, they won't stack on here properly. They'll hang off. So I can't go up with the nuke. That's why I built those. So I can continue to raise nukes and make splits off of those. But that thing is chocker block heavy, full of bees. We're gonna get this thing into a 10 frame here real soon. Alright, let's get going. Alright guys, I hope that wasn't too tedious and too bad for you. Just want to throw those clips together, let you see the other few things that I did that day. That was all in one day. Just little things that need to do. Check on hives here, check on hives there. Now what I do, I log. Because I have so few hives, I'm able to kind of keep up with each one. I number them 1 through whatever, and I write down on a piece of paper and I put them in a logbook. When do I feed? Who I fed? Do I split? When I split? What queen? Da da da. You know, problems with the hive. And you know, when I had 30 or 40 hives, I really didn't log them. I just did little signals with the bricks, or I just kind of remembered them, or I, you know, stick by them or something. But with so few now, I can log them. So what I was doing was basically going through a quick to-do list that I had made for all the hives. So I was going to do that while I was splitting. And I thought maybe I'd put them all in that splitting video, but it was just too long, and didn't want to do that. So I just put a couple clips together. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and share this with your friends and family. Share it with any other beekeepers you may know. You know, you never know. And again, if you see anything that you can give me any tips and tricks on, throw it in the comment section. Look, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad you're joining me. Those of you that are following me through, and those of you who are just joining, hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'll be sure to try and answer each one I get as I can, and we'll get on with it. Alright then, well, this is Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike, and I do bees. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and God bless y'all.